team in the Orlando Huskies franchise, and we're taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. See Josh's stats on the season, they've looked a lot better. But the 3-13 Huskies take on the 8-8 Las Vegas Raiders at home. Raiders will begin with the ball. As the Huskies are trying to end on a positive note at the end of this season, as the kick is only brought out to the 20-yard line, as McDonald is coming out on the field. As you remember, the Raiders and Huskies epic game a couple weeks ago, where Huskies came back from 24-0 to go into overtime. But in overtime, the offense wasn't able to do anything, and the Raiders ended up pulling away. As McDonald will begin in gun here, and it's a handoff to Stokes. Stokes able to pick up 5 on the first play of the game. It's now going to be a 2nd and 5 from the 25-yard line now. The Raiders have had our number, like every other team in the AFC West here, and that's going to be a first down for McDonald on his first completion of the game to Ben Jones. First and 10 from the 32. McDonald flips the play at the line, and finally brought down is Stokes after a 9.5-yard gain after breaking away from Johnson's tackle. It's going to be a 2nd and inches here. McDonald switches the play. Flips it, I should say. And CJ Hunter comes all the way across field to make the tackle. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line for the Las Vegas Raiders, as CJ slows him up, and Johnson and McMillan able to tackle Stokes at the line of scrimmage. CJ with great penetration on the play right there to get to Stokes. And Johnson and McMillan able to clean up, as Shane unable to bring him down there, and Stokes first down on the run. And this defense is struggling to stop Stokes early in this one. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line, as Willie is coming in hot and sacks McDonald for a loss of 9. And a great play by Willie, able to get a huge sack on first down. This interior defense line has really stepped up in the pass rush game this season. Still a little lacking in the running game, but got to take the positives with the negatives, and the positive right now is their ability to rush the passer, as Grimes now gets his 7th sack of the season and pushes the Raiders out of field goal range and forces a punt on the first drive of the game for the Las Vegas Raiders. Here comes Josh and the offense for the first time, as we saw Josh's numbers. And we're going to have to see a lot of the Josh this game, as he's just a big question mark going into the offseason, as Drew Stevens bounces this one out to the outside, cuts it back up, and pick up of 12 on the play for Drew Stevens. 1st and 10 now from the 34-yard line, as Drew Stevens is closing in on 1,000 yards once again for back-to-back seasons, as it's going to be a bootleg for Josh and a catch by Jason Blacklock. 22-yard gain for the Huskies, and this offense is moving. This team definitely wants to end on a W, heading into the offseason with some momentum. for next season. Is Drew Stevens able to pick up 2 on the game? Brings it to a 2nd and 8. Josh in an I formation here. It's going to be a play action pass. As Josh is hit as he threw it, as he had Hunter wide open on the crossing route. He burnt his man. It's now going to be a 3rd and 8 from the 42-yard line. As Josh just hits Jason Blacklock on the check down, and it's a 1st down Huskies as Jason picks up 9 on the catch. The Huskies flip the play here. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. As Josh just throws one up to Jason. Tries a 50-50 ball. We haven't seen one of those type of throws in a while from Josh. Unable to get it to Jason. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 now from the 33-yard line. As Josh is sacked on 2nd and 10, and now it's going to be a 3rd and 17. Third and 17 now from the 39-yard line. Right on the brink of field goal range here. It's going to be a screen to Danny Barnes. Danny only has 1 blocker ahead, and now he's hurt on the play. He's only able to pick up about 6, but he did get us in field goal range here. Sammy Leak, it's up, and it's good. Sammy Leak puts the Huskies on the board first. I believe this is our first lead against the Raiders in 3 games now. And Aldridge will kick this one deep. As I doubt the Raiders will return that one. As they don't, they will start their drive at the 25-yard line now. As it's just a hit bruise for Danny Barnes, and he will remain in the game. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. McDonald's switching something at the line. As Shane isn't able to get to his zone fast enough, and McDonald takes advantage of it, throwing a huge gain to Holloway. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line, as we've seen Shane kind of struggle this season. He's not the same player he was last season. As a great draw play. Shane's able to make the tackle on that one, saving a touchdown. A great play by the Raiders, as I completely thought it was a pass play, and running back ran right by me with the ball. As the Raiders are inside the red zone at the 11-yard line now. See what this Huskies defense can do here. As McDonald is switching something at the line. As touchdown Raiders, as a nasty route from Mike Reeves makes Dylan fall. Dylan got up pretty quickly. They're going to review it. He's possibly down. And they do overturn it. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 1-yard line here. First and goal from the 1 now. And we had 3 players in the backfield, and somehow Stokes ends up in the end zone. It's touchdown Huskies, or touchdown Raiders, I should say, puts them up 7-3. As a great run by Stokes on that play. Don't know how he escaped all of it, but he did. And it was all set up by the long pass to Holloway. Now Gage brings this one out the end zone. Gage nearly broke one. He brings it to the 25 now. Here comes Josh in the offense for the 2nd time this game. Gonna start their drive at the 25-yard line. As Josh is The routes just aren't developing fast enough, and you can't even really blame the offense line, as the offense line can't block for forever, and the receivers are gonna have to run faster than that. It's Damien with a good catch across the middle of the field on second down for a gain of 6. It's now gonna be a 3rd and 4 from the 31-yard line. There's a great catch by Hunter on 3rd down, able to hang on to it for the 1st down. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 42, as that was Hunter's first catch of the game, and now Danny Barnes back in the game for a rush of 2. Danny Barnes is going to stay in the game with trips to the left. Barnes is motioned out to the right. Empty set now for Josh here, as Josh has to get rid of that quickly, and Hunter took a huge hit by Person. Hard hit by the linebacker to Hunter on that play. Luckily, Hunter is able to get up. It's now going to be a 3rd and 8 from the 45-yard line, as Josh hits Kylo on 3rd down, and the midget is flipped up in the air. It's now a 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line, after Kylo's able to get the 1st down. It's a read option play. Josh has room to run, able to pick up 7 on the run. It's going to be 2nd and 3 now from the 40. Second and 3 from the 40-yard line, as Jason Blacklock sits down in the zone. Pitch and catch for Jason and Josh, as Josh is really performing this game now. Looking good for Josh. This is what we've been waiting for this season. 1st and 10 from the 32. Play action pass now, as he goes over the linebacker, a dime to Jason, and Jason tried to run without the football and ends up dropping it. Ugly drop for Jason Blacklock right there. Josh put it on the money. Now it's going to be a 2nd and 10 from the 32. Hands the ball off to Drew Stevens. Stevens able to pick up 3 on the run. It's going to be a 3rd and 7 from the 29. So offense would love to convert and score a touchdown this drive. As that's not what they needed, as Josh takes a sack now. As he was trying to pick up the 1st, took an ugly sack, and now you're asking Sammy Leak to kick his career long, a 56-yarder. See, it's up. And it is good. Sammy Leak extends his career long as he remains perfect on the season. His career long is now a 56-yarder. I believe it was 54 or 55 before this game. And the Huskies go down 1 as it's 7-6 now, late in the 2nd quarter. As you see, Stokes has over 1,100 yards on the season. Stokes does have his X factor already in this one. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left remaining. As a check down play is good tackle by Johnson, 1-on-1 on the tight end. Warren only able to get 1 on the play. It's going to be a 2nd and 9 from the 26-yard line now. Another bunch formation for the Raiders. As now Grimes and Wiggins able to force some pressure, and McDonald on the run off his back foot, cross body to Holloway, and nobody was in the area. An absolute dime by McDonald on the run. Can't believe he even attempted that throw. That's a good pitch and catch right there, as McDonald has yet to miss a throw in this one. It's Holloway's 3rd catch of the game already. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. 2-minute warning. Raiders don't hike the ball. 7-6, 2-minute warning. Can the Huskies get off the field or get a stop here? 1st and 10. As a great play by Johnson to break that ball up. He was right there, stride for stride with the receiver. Good coverage on the play by Johnson. 2nd and 10 now. From the 48. It's Carrington with a nice swim move. Engage! Tried for the diving pick. Able to make the tackle on the play, but unable to get the pick. As it's now going to be 3rd and 4. Carrington came in hot in the last play. And a drop by the receiver Holloway. Or that was Ben Jones, excuse me. As that was a risky ball, but Johnson never saw it going past his head. As the Huskies will start at the 22-yard line after a poor punt. See if Josh and the offense could score here. 1st and 10 from the 22. As Josh throws one up to Drew Stevens, and Stevens drops the ball. What an ugly drop by Drew Stevens right there on that play. Would have been a broken tackle away from a touchdown. But here on 2nd and 10 now. Josh is going to hit Hunter across the middle, but Hunter's going to get hit hard once again. Hunter is slow to get up. You don't like to see Hunter getting hit this hard, as not the biggest body in the world. It's going to be a 3rd and 10 now from the 22. Raiders send a blitz. Jason Blacklock wide open and has a ton of room to run. Jason Blacklock stiff arms one man down to the 40-yard line. And a minute left in this half. 40 seconds left and ticking. Thought Jason got out there. That's why we didn't call a timeout. As Josh threw an absolute dime to Hunter, DB made a great play, forcing Hunter to step out before he's able to catch the ball. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 from the 40 now. What an absolute laser from Josh on the play. As this time Josh is hit as he tries to throw it. As they're just looking for a couple of yards here. Just get in field goal range, take the lead. On 3rd and 10. 40 from the 40. 27 seconds left. They hand the ball off to Drew Stevens, and Stevens has a hole. Stevens merely broke it for a touchdown. Down to the 24-yard line. Risky play call. Pays off in the end. It's now going to be a 1st and 10 from the 24. And Josh nearly threw a pick if Stevens didn't dive. Person was waiting for it. It's now going to be a 2nd and 10. 50-50 ball. Jason Blacklock had it for a moment and then lost it. Good throw by Josh on the play. Nearly had it on the 50-50 ball. It's going to be 3rd and 10. And Josh, don't know what that throw was about. Try to go back to Jason. Just don't know if he was hit or what, but an ugly throw there nonetheless. The Huskies take the lead right before half. Huskies up 9-7 here. They'll squib it so the Raiders can't try and run a couple of plays. As the Raiders will probably attempt a Hail Mary. As they do, it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Does McDonald have enough arm to get it into the end zone here? So just take a check down, and what a play by Ben Jones to try and make an effort to score on that play. But the Huskies go up 9-7 right before half, and able to take the lead and get ball at half. 8 minutes remain. Well, start of the second half here. Gage will return this one. Gage is getting closer and closer every week to breaking one of these loose. Josh and the offense will come and take the field for the first time in the second half. 1st and 10 from the 28 now. Hands the ball off to Drew Stevens, and Stevens met at the line of scrimmage by 2 players. It's now going to be 2nd and 10 from the 28. As Josh thought he had Hunter, nearly picked off. Nearly picked off trying to throw the ball to Hunter on that one. It's now going to be a 3rd and 10 from the 28. Huskies have yet to move the ball. As Jason Blacklock with an ugly drop that would have put him at midfield. As the ball hit him right in the hands, and Huskies go 3 and out without even gaining a yard. As Aldridge will kick this one deep. With a great tackle from McMillan on the play. As Stokes has had a solid game so far. 8.2 yards per carry. Gonna have to slow him down in this one. 1st and 10 from the 30. McDonald under center here. Shane and McMillan able to tackle Stokes for a 7-yard gain. Gonna be a 1st and 10 now. 2nd and 3. Don't know what I'm talking about. McDonald's switching the play. Huskies send a blitz. And what a catch by Ben Jones to hang on to that one, as Dylan and Gage both hit him at the same time. And just a great catch by Ben Jones. Poor throw by McDonald, as it looked like he had him deep. As Gage and Bryson Connor able to bring down Mike Reeves there. But the Raiders are in field goal range now. Second and 3 from the 32-yard line. CJ Hunter and Justin Martinez with great coverage right there on the run. Great defense. It's now going to be 3rd and 3 from the 32. Play action pass. Engaged with a great diving deflection. Nearly had a pick. Great play by Gage Bloodgood right there. As the Raiders are going to go for it instead of taking the lead here. It's 4th and 3 from the 32. And just too easy for this Raiders offense. An absolute laser McDonald to Holloway. It's been his favorite target so far in this one. 1st and 10 from the 12. Empty set here. And Dylan just absolutely torched on the play by Mike Reeves. And it's a touchdown, Raiders. It's what happens when you can't capitalize on turnovers trying to pick the ball off. You allow touchdowns and Raiders drive down the field pretty easily. Gage won't be able to return this one. Take a knee into the end zone. And the Huskies will start at the 25-yard line here. Gonna have to get going in the second half as it's 1st and 10 from the 25. Stretch play from Stevens. Tries to stiff arm one man, only able to pick up 3 on the play. It's gonna be a 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jason Blacklock open underneath, able to pick up 4 on the play. Able to hang on to that one. That one was probably a tougher catch than the other one, but It's 3rd and 3 from the 32 now. Josh under center. Play action pass. That's Kylo with a good catch. Josh put it right on the money. It's going to be 1st and 10 now from the 47-yard line. As 2 people got to Josh on that one. As I guess my receivers ran the wrong route as I was waiting for the drag route to get open. Nobody ran it. It's going to be a 2nd and 21 now from the 43. Hands the ball off to Drew Stevens, and Stevens has a big hole. And Stevens able to pick up a chunk play on the play, but as you see it, Hunter Purcell is hurt. And that is not good. That is not good at all. It's now going to be a 3rd and 6. Without Hunter on the field though. As I hit the wrong button, Kylo still drops it. It's going to be 4th and 6 now, and the Huskies will keep their offense on the field, but broken ribs for Hunter. And unfortunately, he won't be back in this one, as that will end Hunter's season. A great season by Hunter. Ends short, unfortunately. And now it's going to be a 4th and 6. As Connor Kelly is wide open. Touchdown, Connor Kelly. His first NFL touchdown couldn't have came in a bigger moment. On a 4th and 6, an absolute laser from Josh. Now the 2-point conversion for the Huskies, and Drew Stevens is into the end zone. And the 2-point conversion is good. Huskies take a 3-point lead. James Aldridge will kick this one deep into the end zone, and the Raiders will start at the 25-yard line. As we still have yet to find an answer for Stokes this game. Have to do it soon. This is 1st and 10 from the 25. As the Raiders just go right back to him, and he's fighting for more. Able to pick up 8 on the play. He's averaging 7.3 yards per carry now. 2nd and 2 on the play. The Huskies send a blitz, but Bryson Connor is burnt. Bryson Connor is beat badly by Mike Reeves, and that is a touchdown. Easy pitch and catch from McDonald to Mike Reeves. And now we're starting to get into a shootout. It's what we wanted to avoid in this one, as the defense started off playing well, and now they're really kind of falling apart. Gage will get this one a couple yards deep into the end zone. He will bring it out. Only able to bring it to the 21. And without Hunter, this offense is going to have to rely on a couple of different pieces with Mike Haywood and Connor Kelly. Danny Barnes even. Just going to have to find ways to get their players the ball. It's a 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Hands the ball off to Danny Barnes, who was picked up and hit hard. Now it's going to be a 2nd and 7 from the 24-yard line. Hands the ball off to Drew Stevens. Just Malcolm McMillan hurt on the play. Tackling Drew Stevens. Just poor blocking on that 2nd down run. Only 2 yards. Able to be picked up. Now it's a 3rd and 5 from the 25. Connor Kelly able to catch the ball, and Connor is able to make a move down to the 35-yard line. Connor has really came on in this one. 2 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown since Hunter's injury. It's now going to be a 1st and 10 from the 35. As an ugly throw from Josh, but the DB tipped it right back into Jason's lap, and somehow, some way, Jason isn't able to catch it. It'll be a 2nd and 10 from the 35. As Drew Stevens has a huge hole and he takes it. But Martin Gomes, our starting center, is hurt on the play, and we will be seeing the rookie Wyatt Decker. It's going to be 1st and 10 now. Pass midfield. Play action pass. As Josh hits Jason Blacklock, and Jason breaks a tackle and is down at the 22-yard line. An absolute laser, and we're going to keep Wyatt Decker in the game, even though Jason is able to keep, or Gomes is able to keep going. Just don't want to risk more injury, and it's a way to see the rookie play. As it's going to be 1st and 10 now from the 22-yard line. As Kylo drops that one, is hit hard by Pittman. 2nd and 10 now from the 22. As a good catch by Damian on the RPO for a 5-yard gain. It's going to be a 3rd and 5 now. 2 tight ends on the field. As Josh hits Damian. Damian able to hang on for the 1st down. His offense 1st and 10 from the 11 now. First and 10 from the 11. Kylo coming in motion. It's a toss play to Kylo. Kylo hits the edge. Touchdown Huskies. What a play from Kylo. What a play call by Coach Paul. It's now 24-21. Huskies lead in this one. Now they're going to have to rely on their defense after a 10-play drive. 80 yards results in a touchdown. Raiders will start their drive at the 25-yard line now. See if this Huskies defense has an answer for this offense. Raiders will pass on 1st down, and it's deflected in the air by Grimes, and a great deflection by him causes a 2nd and 10 now. Easy pitch and catch for Holloway and McDonald, as Shane just not fast enough to get to the zone. And Shane has really struggled in zone this season, and that's very unfortunate. We expected a big season and a big year 2 out of him, as CJ blows up the run play and McMillan able to hit Stokes at the line of scrimmage. And that will lose his X factor, and that is huge. 2nd and 10 now. As Shane with a great play on that one, after I was talking shit about him, a great play. Great play by Shane right there. It's now going to be a 3rd and 10 from the 39-yard line. As the Huskies send 5. Wiggins able to hit McDonald, but I believe they're going to call roughing the passer, as I don't know about that one. That seems like a very soft roughing the passer call, and that one could come back to bite the Huskies. As it's 1st and 10 from the 24 after the roughing the passer call. CJ Hunter able to get a ton of pressure on McDonald, hits him hard, forces a throwaway. It's now going to be a 2nd and 10. CJ Hunter and Caden, that's a strip sack. Caden had the ball out. I don't know what the refs are looking at right there, but that should be Huskies ball, as CJ and Caden dominating that left side right there. 3rd and 10 now. McDonald, middle of the field, touchdown Raiders. Ben Jones found a way to get open. The pressure couldn't get there in time, and it's a touchdown, Raiders. As a couple of questionable calls by the refs on that drive, and the Raiders end up taking advantage of it. The Huskies go down 4. Gage Bloodgood will return this one. As he bounces into his own men down at the 27-yard line. Here comes Josh in the offense now. 1st and 10 from the 27. 5 minutes left in this one. Hands the ball off to Drew Stevens, and Stevens able to pick up about 9.5 on the play. Drew is having a very nice game, closing in on 1,000 for the season. Just under 5 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. Huskies down 4, but have the ball. In a 2nd and 1 situation, Jamal Lacey with a good block there, and Drew Stevens still fighting for more. 1st down at the 42-yard line now. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Kylo with a disappointing drop right there on 1st down is would have set us up for a decent 2nd and short. But now on 2nd and 10 from the 42, Josh and gun here. It's going to be a screen to Drew Stevens. Stevens has some blockers in front. Only able to pick up 4 on the screen, and blockers kind of didn't follow the screen all the way. And it's going to be a 3rd and 6 now. Most likely 4 down territory, as this Huskies defense has yet to provide a stop for this offense. As Josh is nearly picked off by McMillan. Huskies will go for it on 4th and 6. Game on the line pretty much. As Josh hits Jason Blacklock only for a pickup of about 5. Was a yard or 2 short. Tried to hit their man, Jason Blacklock, and now gotta hope that the defense could get a stop here. As CJ Hunter on the first play, unable to get the sack, but forces the throwaway from McDonald. CJ Hunter came in absolute screaming on that one. It's now going to be a 2nd and 10 from the 49. CJ and Caden and McMillan able to stop Stokes for a loss of 1 on the play. And great defense so far. 3rd and 11 now from the 49. As he's going to throw one deep. Incomplete. Great coverage by Dylan Flock on the play. And the defense forces a stop. Huge 3 and out by the defense. See where this punt lands and where the offense will start at the 18-yard line. 2 minutes, 52 seconds left. The Huskies have all 3 timeouts to try and score a touchdown here. Game-winning drive. Without Hunter Purcell will be difficult, but they could definitely do it. As Josh is going to check it down to Danny Barnes. Danny able to pick up 6 on the play. Danny a little slow to get up after that one. Hit pretty hard. It's now going to be a 2nd and 4 from the 24. Huskies pretty much have to drive the entire field here. As a check down to Drew Stevens, and Huskies are moving. As they go no huddle here right before the 2-minute warning. Able to get the ball off. As Josh is picked off. What was that throw, Josh? Oh my God. Josh with one of the worst throws I've seen all season long. And the Raiders will most likely get at least 3 out of here. As CJ with a great tackle for a loss of 1 right there. It says 2nd and 10, but that was a great play by CJ Hunter right there. As I forgot to call a timeout. We'll call it after this play. 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. And that's why I didn't call a timeout, as the Huskies allow a first down, and they'll most likely do it. End the season in heartbreaking fashion. 1st and 10 from the 16. Raiders are just going to run this clock out. Not even worry about throwing here. As Wilcox saves a touchdown, but that doesn't matter. This one is over, as the defense unfortunately couldn't get the stop in the end, and a poor throw by Josh on that last drive right there. Don't know, no excuses. Don't know what that was. And once again, quarterback remains a question mark going into year 3. The Raiders win this one 28-24. Josh was 20 of 40, 257, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick on the game. Drew Stevens with a great game on the ground. Jason Blacklock balled out, as did Connor Kelly when he came in for the hurt Hunter Purcell. Defensively, McMillan 6 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. CJ Hunter 2 tackles for loss. Both Grimes and Willie with a sack. Pass deflections for Gage and Johnson. No forced fumbles, and that will end this season in 2044 for the Orlando Huskies, a 3-14 season. And we have work to do in the offseason, and I'll see y'all then. Peace.